Tonight's stories.
Don't come over.
Husband complaining.
Warning him.
Wife screwed up.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Comfort Level Podcast. I'm Maddie, and I'm here with
Brandon.
Sam.
SJ.
And we're back. We're back in the building.
Woo!
I actually have two stories today from like a Coworker subreddit, so found something a little bit different today.
Although from your coworker, I'm like, wait, we're your coworkers.
You got something to say?
She got to air something out.
I got something to read
Oh.
because it kind of blew up. No, I'm just kidding.
She like KJ and Landon and ma'am. I don't know.
Ma'am?
Shesh J and Lamb and Brendan.
Brendan?
Brendan.
Dang, we just started.
Just hit the like and subscribe. Just for that.
Subscribe. And also, I don't know, did we notice that the shirt is spelled wrong?
What
The
shirt?
comfort level shirt?
No.
Someone noticed it says Estalished.
What?
Because SJ was wearing it, and they're like, did they know it said Estalished? First, I'm like, I don't know how you saw that. It's not very visible, but I looked at mine, I'm like, it says Estalished.
No way! All these shirts being sold and given to people.
And I'm like, I never saw that, but I just saw a comment.
Oh my god! So there's no B.
Does it really? Oh my god! The fact that we're just now noticing it
100%.
is,
It's
and
been
if you
there
didn't
for
say
months.
anything,
I think my mind just puts it in, but I'm like, I never.
Established.
if you wouldn't have said that, dude, I would
Never
have
We
would've
wouldn't
never
have known that commenter. Are we going to put
All
this in the episode? Commenter,
Yeah.
you saved our life.
Shout out to you. This is now a relic,
Does it really? Can I see?
and it's going to be pulled off the shelves.
It's kind of a collector's item.
Yeah.
Did you get the Established?
Did you get the Established 2022?
Established for the established.
Oh, you got the Established. Oh, so you got it.
Oh, you're late to the
huh?
game.
Also, you're late.
You're
Okay.
late. You're late.
We know you're a real one if you got the established.
Thanks for letting us know. A
Appreciate
year
that.
later.
Because we didn't know. If you
We
thought
weren't going to know either.
The way my mouth dropped when I said
You're like, no
well, first I'm
way.
trying to like fast forward. I'm like, oh, maybe it's just the way SJ's shirt is. I'm like, let me just look at mine. I'm like,
Established.
Dallas.
Because now we need an Established collection.
yeah, we do need
Specifically
Established. We got to
Established.
lean into it.
Am I the asshole for letting my girlfriend stop coming over in the mornings after my mom's friend complained about her showering?
Yeah, because if it's a hot water sitch, you can't come over.
She's using up all the hot
If
water.
you're using up all the hot, yeah,
Don't use up all the hot
Situation.
water.
yeah. Oh my god.
Should we probably explain that? Brandon's at 20% power right now.
20%
I've been dealing with
power.
kids for...
3 days.
And I use kid lingo. That's what the kids are saying. They're saying sitch.
No, they're...
They're saying, what's the sitch?
Are they?
No.
Impossible?
Oh, yeah.
I'm here
I'm
to
your
save
basic
the-
average girl, and I'm here to save the world. You can't stop me because I'm Kim Possible. What's the sitch?
B gets the light skin look when he's tired.
I do?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Every time it's like,
He's got the light skin laugh too. Oh my god. Am I the asshole for letting my girlfriend stop coming over in the mornings after my mom's friend complained about her showering? My girlfriend works 12-hour overnight shifts, 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. After work, she sometimes comes to my place to shower and sleep. She usually arrives around 8:15 a.m., takes a quick shower by 8:30, and then crashes for the day. Here's where the issue comes in. My mom's long-term friend who rents the basement complained that the sound of the shower at 8:30 a.m. woke him up. My mom passed that complaint along to me and asked if my girlfriend could avoid showering until everyone is awake. I told my girlfriend, and she felt uncomfortable continuing to come over, understandably, in my opinion. After working all night, the last thing she wants is to feel like she's disturbing people just by taking a basic shower before bed. So she decided not to come over in the mornings anymore. She didn't cause any drama or make a scene. She just quietly adjusted. I told my mom what my girlfriend decided, and she got upset, not because of the shower, but because my girlfriend chose to stop coming over in the mornings. My mom insists that wasn't her intention, but from our perspective, asking someone not to shower after a night shift pretty clearly sends the message that their presence is disruptive. For context, I also pay rent in the house. My mom's friend has lived here for years and pays rent too. We all share the space. It's not like my girlfriend was being loud or unreasonable, just taking a 5 to 10 minute shower in the morning, which seemed pretty standard. Now my mom's upset with me, but I feel like I handled it fairly. I passed the message along, my girlfriend made a calm and mature decision, and now somehow I'm caught in the middle. Am I the asshole for not pushing back harder on the complaint or for letting my girlfriend decide to stop coming over in the mornings?
I feel like 8 o'clock's a normal showering hour.
Yeah. People usually close to work at that point.
Right?
They're not at work at 8.
That's
Is it not a normal
crazy.
shower for you?
Well, I'm waking up at like 8:45, rolling out of bed. I take showers at noon, actually. I take showers over lunch period.
Really?
Yeah.
Lunch break, you're just hopping in the shower.
Yeah. Work from home, baby.
You don't want that light, bro. Jeez.
But I agree. I do think that's a reasonable. 8 o'clock is reasonable.
That's
It's
so
not-
reasonable.
Yeah, it's not 6. Like, what time does neighbor wake up or roommate
I
wake up?
I wonder what shift he's working. That 8 o'clock is waking him up in an unreasonable time to shower.
Right.
Yeah, somebody was wondering if the comments if maybe he was also like a night shift worker, so technically he's kind of like waking up within the first hour of going to bed. But also like
A 5, 10 minute
showering
shower?
usually is it that loud? Like, do you wake up to hear other people showering?
When I shower, I'm playing music I have to play music in the shower.
Oh, actually, yeah.
Like,
when we're on the cruise, I turn
I'll-
anything on.
Maddie will watch. Okay, no, hold on.
Oh, hey, bust her out. Hey.
Roommates.
Maddie will watch a 42-minute episode start to finish. Okay. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. I've never met anybody who's
Watching
done that
TV in the shower is
ever.
crazy.
She literally like.
I tell you, I'm taking the shower last because I'm like, I'm gonna be in there for a while. Because usually on the cruise, I'm always getting my hair wet. So I'm like, I
Yeah.
have to wash my hair.
Yeah.
It's gonna take a while.
Episodes on full blast. Volume is off. And she will legitimately watch a 45-minute. I've never seen anything like that. Like, I thought a partial episode. Okay, I get a partial.
Yeah,
I get that.
A full episode.
The
A 42
full
episode.
episode?
Because I'm just sitting in the shower, just
And then
turn around,
starts
it's on my
another
back,
one
I'm
when she
just-
gets out.
Well, she has to at that point. She's not fully done.
no, yeah. It starts when I'm in, like slowly getting in, and then it keeps going while I like get out of the shower and put
Yeah.
lotion on. So
Yeah, and then when she's done with that, she'll roll over and be like, "Hey guys, what movie should we watch?"
when I tell you I need noise, I mean it.
Like legitimately, 1000%. Yeah.
For me, I don't even know if there's really like a real conflict. I think it's fine that the girlfriend made a decision like, I'm not going to rock the boat. I'm just not going to come.
That's what I do.
The mom, I think, can feel a little bit bad, but it's like, hey, this is a solution. I don't know what the other solution, you want me to, I think that showering is important to the girlfriend before she goes to sleep. So I'm like, I don't know if there's really another solution that would fix this other than her not coming.
I agree.
She need to shower. She work a 12-hour shift.
That's a
Yeah.
long shift.
My thing is like, I don't understand where the mom's annoyance is coming from, because at the end of the day, it's like, what else do you expect to happen? And why are you mad that she made a decision to not?
Yeah, I
come
think
anymore?
her thing is like, well, I don't want to be like, it's my fault that your girlfriend can't come. Like, I don't want to like rock the boat. Like, I
Yeah.
think that's what kind of.
It literally is
Person.
just that they're both not wanting to rock the boat, and it made a bigger situation.
Yeah.
than
But it
needed to be.
happened, yeah. I mean, it
That's
is.
the thing. Like, it did happen. I'm like, I think we got to live with this. I think it's fine.
So, top comment, 8:30 a.m. is a completely appropriate time to be taking a shower. Also, how loud are the showers? A tenant, even in the basement, should not be dictating when people can take a shower when it's at a completely reasonable hour. And then a lot of people were saying, yeah, I'm like thinking like even like 5 or 6 a.m. is a reasonable hour because people get up that early to get ready for work, because people are usually at work by 8 to 9. And then this story was voted everyone sucks here. And so I was trying to figure out what that comment was, because most of the comments are not the asshole, not the asshole, not the asshole. And so I did see this one, and it's not even that upvoted, so I don't understand where the everyone sucks here, but everyone sucks except your girlfriend. Your mom should have told the other tenant that 8:30 is a reasonable hour in the morning for showers, and shared accommodations mean you hear other people's normal human behavior. You, in turn, do not need to pass that on to your girlfriend. You should have said 8:30 is a reasonable time to shower. I don't think she should have to wait to shower until some undermined time mid-morning after a 12-hour shift. And then OP said, I more or less did brush off the complaint. I felt it was very unserious and they were just reacting in the morning, but I still told her more as a joke than anything. The complaint still registered, though, as it was still said to us.
I don't know. It seems not that big yeah, I guess even if OP saying that I didn't take it seriously, maybe not telling your girlfriend about it. I don't know.
What do you think about them saying, why are you letting this one tenant dictate another person in the house?
I think if anyone's paying rent, you can say things.
Yeah.
You can say what you want. Then we come to the compromise of like what we're going to do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the tenant can say that, like, hey, it's bothering me. And then someone says something back. Like, that's what roommates are. It's like, things bother you, you talk about it, and you come to some kind of compromise.
So maybe potentially the mom should have been like, 8:30 is fine.
Or at least talk
I
about
think
it.
so. I think
being
that's
like-
such a reasonable time.
I think it's
8
reasonable.
o'clock, that's
Yeah.
reasonable.
Mm-hmm. Instead of just being like, okay, well, she can't be doing that.
She can't do that. Well, when do we take showers around here? What's the shower time?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think it's different because it's the girlfriend coming in,
Mhm.
and she doesn't live there.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's the difference. She's
the whole
not.
thing.
Yeah, true.
He pays rent. She doesn't pay rent.
Am I the asshole for how I reacted to my husband when he complained I made his creme brulee with caramelized sugar crust?
Don't piss me off. His creme brulee.
Yeah.
He's complaining about the way his creme brulee was made. Okay.
It's not made with a sugar crust.
I think it is.
I thought it
Totally
was
is.
though.
It's
Sugar and then
not.
the flame.
Doesn't it get
No. It's made with a orange glazed breading prop.
The liar. The
I was
liar.
like, come on, think of any cooking term.
They're
That's
all
my
staring at
head's
you.
like cranking.
Food Network?
Yeah,
What
Food
is that
Network.
about?
Oh my God.
I still believed him. I still believed him.
Wow. Brennan
He's
at
down.
13% is more gullible.
Yeah, he's down.
I still believed it.
Okay. Am I the asshole for how I, 31 female, reacted to my husband, 32 male, when he complained I made his creme brulee with caramelized sugar crust? I can't believe I'm even typing this.
Me either.
Yeah.
Me either.
My husband can't eat eggs or dairy, so I made him 6 vegan creme brulee, as it was his favorite, before he discovered that he was intolerant to egg and dairy. I made myself 4 regular creme brulee, as I don't have dairy or egg intolerance. We were watching TV in the bedroom when I got up and I said, I'm going to serve up the creme brulee, to which he replied, shouldn't we give it more time to set? And I said, no, it should be fine. And I walked to the kitchen to prep. I served hubby the vegan brulee and myself the normal creme brulee in separate dishes, each with the caramelized sugar crust on top, the normal way restaurants do it. My husband then got annoyed at me saying, I didn't want the caramelized crust on. Why didn't you ask me if I wanted the caramelized crust? Note how he's never eaten creme brulee around me without caramelized crust, nor made nor bought, and he has never told me he doesn't like the crust. I snapped and I said, if you're going to sit here and complain, I should have asked you something you never voiced before after I spent 2 hours slaving away at making 2 types of creme brulee, then maybe I shouldn't bother putting in the effort since it isn't appreciated. Am I the asshole? He thinks I was too snappy and rude saying this to him.
No, you're not the asshole.
This man's not appreciating what his wife
This
did for
man
him.
is crazy. You didn't want the caramelized crust. Okay, bitch. Crack it and take that shit off. How about that?
Honestly, yeah.
Crack it.
What? That's crazy.
Or okay, there's 5 more in the fridge. Go grab one, and I'll eat that one.
Yeah, I agree.
And
with
I
that.
made 2 different kinds,
2 different kinds,
just so that you could be included and could eat it.
Mhm.
But you didn't want the caramelized crust.
This reminds me of just like somebody when they're just having like a bad day and they're just pissed at something that shouldn't bother them, but it just ticks them
Yeah.
off.
Yeah,
I don't think he's right for it, but I just feel like I don't think his issues with the stupid crust, especially because it's never been an issue before. I don't know what his deal is, but
it's 'cause
yeah,
he's dairy intolerant. It's a sad place to be.
But
It is a sad place to be.
it might be good. You never know.
To be dairy intolerant.
No, the version that she made of creme brulee, it might be good.
You're saying that his version could be better than her version?
No, I'm saying he's intolerant, right? She
Mhm.
just made him a version of creme brulee. It probably is good.
Oh, I don't think it could. I don't think he's right at all. But I'm going to be angry eating the vegan.
Yeah.
Looking at the.
I mean, I guess maybe being intolerant puts you in a bad place because I would be incredibly disturbed
I would be furious.
if I couldn't eat dairy.
And I
would be
totally
sick.
get that, but that's where I say with the wife, okay, I'm never making this again.
No,
100
literally
that
send
is
him
well
to the
within your
gulag.
right.
Send
You
him
can
away.
go figure out how you're going to make your own delicious vegan creme brulee yourself.
And he's
Because
not.
the first thing you do,
It's not happening.
the first thing
Never
you do when
happening.
I serve you the creme brulee that I was working on is complain about it.
I feel like any dessert that someone makes for you,
I would
you
actually.
gotta eat it first.
Did he ask for it? Like the creme brulee itself?
I don't think so.
It
'Cause
sounds
it's like,
like.
if it's just off the whim too, that's
Yeah.
even more crazy. Like
Yeah, you
if
gotta
they
support
randomly
it.
made it and you're still ungrateful. How are you living life, my guy?
Actually, a different kind of along the same line, but different. I'm just curious. What do you guys do if someone makes you something and you don't like it? How do you?
I'm going to pretend like I do.
You just go with it.
Of course.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be like, oh, you didn't hit the
Even if there's a
speed.
danger of they're like, you like it? I can't wait to make it for you again. This might be our new thing.
I feel like it depends on who it is. But because I was bad when I was younger, being the youngest, about being grateful. I feel like that's the first thing I should be, is grateful that you even made something for me.
Yeah.
Whether I'm going to try and eat all of it. Whether I can actually eat it or not, I'm going to try and eat as much as I can.
Oh, there's so more.
Just really small,
Yeah.
you know. I think me personally, a recovering people pleaser, I will tell you I like it.
Yeah.
In my mind, I want to tell you, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I like creme brulee anymore. I just
You get off the whole genre.
The
Maddie, I
entire
just saw you
dish
eating
I'm
like
done.
2 creme brulees
something
the
about
other
it.
week,
It's
though.
too sweet. It's too
What about
sweet.
those creme brulees I saw you eating last week?
Yeah, I think I just had like a creme brulee overload. I think I need like a break of it for like the next 20 years.
Oh,
My dad, he had tried to make these like candied bacon strips or whatever.
uh-huh.
Problem is, he cooked the bacon way too. He burnt the bacon.
Okay.
The bacon was burnt,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And he still tried to serve it up like and make it seem like, okay, it's not burnt. It's just like, I wanted it charred.
You gotta lie
And-
when you like, yeah, I want a real charge.
He was like, yeah, I taste it. Like, he was super pumped. He was excited. He was like, yeah, try this. I just made it. I took a bite. It literally all crumbled onto the plate, like underneath me. And I'm like, Dad, I think you might have left it on a little too long, or you might have, but I think it might be burnt. And he's like, no. And I'm like, yeah, I think you might have burned this, Dad. Then he tried it and he's like, I thought it did taste like that, but I was trying to sell it, I think. And I'm like, you absolutely were trying to sell this because this is burnt.
And that's good of you, the personality that you'll go with it. Because I feel like some people are like, I can't hear you say that to me.
Yeah.
It was burnt.
If I don't like something, it's not like I'm going to tell them like, I didn't like how you did it. I'm just, maybe this wasn't for me. That's all I say.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe this wasn't for me. Because then it gets rid of that, oh, this is going to be a thing. Because it's like,
Yeah.
nah, I get over things really fast.
What
And
about it wasn't for you?
it just wasn't for me. I think it was just the flavor palette. Or creme brulee specifically. Yeah, I got a sweetness
Tolerance.
That's
After
good.
a certain amount of sweetness, I can't take it no more.
I have a taste tolerance, so like when it's good, I really like it, but when it tastes bad, I'm like something about that.
I'll never eat it again.
It gets
It's like
me.
wrong in the soul.
Like when it's below 3, I start gagging,
Yeah.
and it was just about a 3 for me, and I couldn't do it.
For me.
Honestly, though, I want to be that type of person because me as a person, I would want people to be honest with me because it's like if I'm making something for someone and it's not good, that's a waste of my time. That's something that you don't want to do. That's where I'm like, because I've made stuff for like I think almost all of you guys before, and I'm like, what did you think about it? Like, I don't need you to be like it was the worst thing I've ever eaten in my life.
Yeah.
But I appreciate it way more if I'm like, it was kind of dry, and I'm like, okay, because I was thinking it was dry too.
But that's the thing with friends, specifically friends, like you making us stuff. I'm of the mind where I'm like, yes, I'm definitely grateful that I'm like, dang, you did this and I got to enjoy it. It has to be bad for me to be like,
Yeah.
It has to be really
It
bad.
has to be bad for me to be like,
Yeah.
yeah, I didn't like it.
Yeah.
If it's like middle, I'm like, I can eat middle all day, and then I could give like maybe a little. I'm like, oh, maybe if it had a little this, that should go like a little bit. But I'm like, oh, I loved it though because I am very grateful. That makes it taste better.
Yeah.
To me, it has to
Yeah.
be so bad for me to be like,
Yeah.
nah.
Yeah.
No, I agree.
I think the worst thing is when you make food like for somebody, but like you did it before, and then the second time you make it, it's not good.
It's not the
Yeah.
same. I hate that. Oh my God.
I made. What was it? It was a.
The burgers.
No, it was a Cajun.
Wait, don't bring up stuff, Maddie. Like the
Wait,
burgers.
what?
Was it the pizza? You're like, no, it was. Was it?
They all told me the burgers were good.
That's my bad. Yeah.
But the burgers not good.
No, I think they were good, but there was something. Maybe it was the chicken because there was
Maddie, stop giving examples. Let him say it.
there was something that you made that you were bragging to me about.
It was this.
And
yeah, it
then
was the same
when
thing.
you came, I don't even think I ever tried it because you're like, I never.
It was a honey hot chicken breast. And it was honey, like Cajun seasoning, all this stuff. The first time I did it, the honey, it glazed the chicken. It didn't like clump up and stick to it. It just glazed over. So it was like a
Like, why are you glazing?
yeah, it was a good glaze.
Yeah.
But it was like perfect. And I was like, oh, I ate the whole week in like 2 days. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna make it for Madi. Somehow the honey just starts to clump up as it's cooking on pieces of the chicken. Like it would like clump up and group together on pieces of the chicken. And I was like, how did this happen? I was literally doing so good the first time. And so I threw it away and we ordered pizza.
Oh.
You gotta do it.
It hurt. Because I was like, I'm not even going to put her through
You
this.
scrapped the whole thing.
So I think with the
been
burgers, you
back.
only made that one.
She
And that
said,
was
I
good.
need to look back to these
Yeah,
burgers.
The burgers were good.
The burgers were good. We're good because you made smash burgers.
Were they, Maddie?
They were. I liked them.
Okay,
I liked
okay.
them.
It was the ones that put us all in a coma in Colorado.
Oh no, you didn't make those twice because you made them once at your house and then you made them in Colorado.
I think what happened was when I made them in Colorado, I didn't like how they just kind of shrunk.
They got
Like the patties were supposed to be like that big and they just said, "Nee." And that's it.
Yeah.
I was embarrassed. Everybody's like, no, it's good. And I'm like, it's not though.
size doesn't always matter.
That's crazy.
Applaud yourself for that one. That was crazy. That was crazy.
Summer's winding down, but here it's still hot and humid. So I bought some breathable linen essentials to stay cool. But if you're ready for sweater weather where you live, our sponsor Quince has you covered. With cashmere and cotton sweaters starting at just $40, washable silk tops, and classic denim pants, timeless styles you'll keep coming back to. The best part? Everything with Quince is half the cost of similar brands. Quince gives you luxury without the markup. They recently just sent me some wide leg linen pants and I love them. They're super comfy and they feel great. They also sent me an amazing candle. They have so much from clothing to home items and even travel essentials. I still want their super soft fleece cropped wide leg pants to stay comfy, but they're out of stock, so I'm on the wait list. Evaluate your fall wardrobe essentials with Quince. Go to quince.com/CLP for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. That's QUINCE.com/CLP to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/CLP. Thanks to our listeners for supporting this podcast, and thank you to Quince for sponsoring this episode.
Am I the asshole for telling my dad's wife she screwed her kids out of grandparents? So my 20 female dad is with his affair partner, Laura. He and Laura have a kid, Lucy, 13 female. Lucy was conceived after my dad and Laura were already together for a while. Her birth was not the reason my parents split, in case anyone's wondering. But obviously my dad's family knew about the affair once my parents split, and they banned Laura from ever attending family events. To this day, the only people on that side of the family that have met her are me and one cousin who came to stay with me at my dad's for a few days one time. My grandparents told dad they'd happily be active in Lucy's life, but it would have to be dad that facilitated the relationship, meaning he'd have to bring her to see them alone. Laura said no. I guess she thought eventually she'd force herself into the family through Lucy. But all it did was mean no one ever met Lucy. My dad would take me to my grandparents' or aunt's place without Laura and Lucy, and that was just how it went. Well, it recently came up that my grandparents were giving me money towards buying an apartment when I graduate, which set Laura off. She's always been bitter that my grandparents financed my schooling, but my dad paid for university. She was passive-aggressively grumbling at the dinner table that this is why she felt we could have asked them to pay for my university, and that it would have been nice if Lucy got to have grandparents, but some people are petty and cruel. I looked at my dad like, are we really playing this game? But he didn't say anything. And then Laura turns to Lucy and goes, you should know none of this is your fault. Life isn't fair, and you got the short end of the stick with certain family members. So I just said, yeah, the short end of the stick family member is you, Laura. Lucy could have had the same relationship with my grandparents that I do. But you were so selfish that you screwed your own kid out of that. Laura argued that no one who hated her could have a relationship with her daughter. So I was like, well, what are you mad about then? That your principals ended up sabotaging your kid? Maybe that's on you. At this point, my dad was giving me a death stare, so I just went back to my food. Laura sent me a text later that night about how much she didn't appreciate me saying that in front of her child, and that it was her prerogative how she managed the relationship. She also said my dad's family are cruel and vindictive. I didn't reply, and honestly, the only reason I don't have her blocked is in case my dad is taken ill suddenly. But now my dad is saying that it caused issues at home because Lucy is finally grasping that Laura is the one who wouldn't allow her to have a relationship with dad's side, and is now apparently pretty mad about it. He's saying the way I went at Laura was inappropriate in front of the child, and that Lucy shouldn't have heard all of that. But I think she only heard it because her mother was retconning reality. I didn't mean to cause an issue between Lucy and Laura, but honestly, I do feel like Laura was asking for it by acting like an idiot in front of someone who knew the whole story. And then there's 2 edits, and then that's it. A little muddy water here, maybe.
It's a lot of muddy water. I mean, if you're someone that cheats, how do you expect the family members to react?
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you're cheating and you know that you're the mistress, do you think, like, after everything comes out, everything's supposed to be, like, cool?
I don't think it is, but I do think there's, like, a little bit of hypocritical nature when it's not, like, affecting the dad.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, well, he's the one who betrayed the marriage.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're not, like, shutting everybody out and you're blaming the person he had an affair with, like, solely, sucks, I think.
True.
Yeah, that's a good point. I do feel like I think it's interesting what the parents did to, like, try and solve that issue, which is like, well, we just don't want you around, but if you want your daughter to come, like, we'll hang out with her, like, we'll spend time with her, have that relationship. You saying that point, I do think maybe there should have been something when it came to the dad of, like, if you're going to forgive the dad or whatever, then why wouldn't you eventually potentially include Laura? But I think it's good that they didn't completely shut out the daughter, Lucy.
Yeah.
Like, they were like, there's an option for her to be here.
Mm-hmm.
But I get what you're saying, because originally I was like, I get it. Why would they want to be like, what's you saying? Why would they want to be around the woman who helped to end the marriage between them?
Right.
And they don't want to take it out on the child, so the child can come and we can have a relationship with her. But
I would say, to respond to your point, I would say genuinely, like, normal, decent parents, no matter what, I'm assuming the grandparents is the father's.
yeah.
That's what I'm guessing too.
Is what I'm guessing.
Yeah.
So when I, like, most decent parents, no matter what their kid does, the parent is still obviously going to be there for them.
Right.
I feel like the parents are maybe coming from the perspective of, like, you're my kid. Like, obviously, is this fucked up? Yeah, this is fucked up, but you're my kid. So, like, whatever. Like, I'm pissed, but yeah, you're still my kid. This other chick,
I don't know her.
I don't know her, and I actually don't need to know her, and I don't want to know her.
Yeah.
So actually, I won't know her. So I think maybe that might play into it as well.
And I definitely think that is the attitude. And I'm not even against it, because I'm like, if you choose to enter in a relationship that like breaks a family, you at that point you can't really control how people are going to react to it. Like, people are going to react how they're going to react. Some people are like, I don't want anything to do with you. Some people are like, hey, you did it, and I'll get up. Like, but at that point, you did do something wrong, and then there's consequences for it.
Yeah.
I just think that sometimes, because you're family, like, I'm just gonna let my son get away.
Well, I wonder if there's like a way where they're still holding him accountable, even though they're like, we are gonna reach out and have a relationship with your child through you. So she's not coming to our house, and it's not gonna be all like, you know, what is it? What's the saying? Like rainbows or whatever.
Amicable.
Sunshine and
all
rainbows.
sunshine.
Yeah.
Thank you. All sunshine and rainbows when you get here.
Yeah.
But we want to have her here to meet her. Because I wonder if maybe you could have done it that way too, of like, well, I'm pissed off at you too, but I want you here at the house at least so I can meet the granddaughter or whatever. Because I wonder if there's a way to hold him accountable, but it's like different, where
Right.
it's like, what's he saying? Like, I don't ever want to see your face ever. I don't want to meet you. I don't want to know you. Him, I already know him, but that doesn't mean that immediately, like, I'm just going to ignore the fact that he
Right.
cheated on his wife and broke up his marriage.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, I'm not gonna forget. Like, trust me, if I'm in that family, I'm like,
That's never getting forgotten.
I'm not forgetting that. I'm gonna
Ever.
tell you were wrong. I will give you grace over time, I think, at a certain point. If I see another human being like that and she's like, hey, because they're clearly in it, like, they got a kid, they're in a relationship now. I'm like, so I'm gonna hold this over them forever now? That's the part where I'm like,
So they're still together.
Yeah.
Or a fair partner.
The fair partner and the dad are together with a kid.
I feel like that's just such a difficult situation to be
Yeah.
in. Because, like, at what point do you stop holding it over their head?
Right.
Right.
Because I feel like that's so, I feel like that's so weird. If I was in this situation, let's say I was, what's the kid's name? Lucy?
Lucy, yeah.
If I was Lucy growing up, let's say I'm like Lucy at like 17, I would really have trouble coming to terms with that. Like, if I knew how everything went down, that's kind of messed up, man.
I feel like if I
It
was
sucks
Lucy,
for
though,
Lucy
I
the
would find,
most.
yeah, I feel like with the way that OP's explained the situation, and maybe it's not right, but I would find blame with my mother that at least what OP's, like, the way OP explained it to Lucy, if she was like, this is the reason why you're not having a relationship.
True, yeah.
From my perspective, if I was Lucy, I'd be pissed at my mom.
I would be hot, yeah.
But also, it's like, I get what the mom is saying of like, you don't like me, you don't want to have a relationship with me, so how do I know that you're going to treat my daughter respectfully, or if you're going to like spew some of that
her against
poison,
me, yeah.
you know? So
True.
I don't know.
Which wouldn't be out of character for her,
For who?
the mom, to do that.
To do what?
Spew poison.
No, the grandparents to spew poison on Lucy.
Right.
As
About
if
the mom.
You know, like,
Yeah.
you're a product of this cheating.
Yeah.
Are you with us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm like, I don't want to. Affairs are bad. Like, we all know, cheating's bad, and especially in families, it's really bad. But I think I saw this video on TikTok of this guy. They had gotten a divorce. They were together. They had a kid, and they were like, they would bring the kids, like, exchange the kids over time. But she had another family. The mom had another family with another guy, and they would bring their kids at the same time. And he was like, who just like embrace the other kid and like be cordial to the husband. I'm like, if it's gotta happen, we gotta happen. Like, because I think it affects the kids. It's affecting Lucy the most.
1000%.
This whole emotional petty thing. I think you can feel those feelings, but I'm like, I got to do what's best for this kid. And I do think the grandparents, yes, that is a step of saying like, we'll take in Lucy. We'll like be a part of it. But I think it's hard to really say that to the mom. Like, you're cut out.
Right.
Only your kid can come. I still think that's a hard thing.
It's a hard sell.
We can say in our head like, yes, the mom should put her kid over her own well-being and say, I see the benefit of having the other family, but that's still hard to do. You're like, so I'm not in this. I just have to hand my kid over to you, and that's a hard thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I see where you're coming from, and I feel like I definitely can empathize with the affair partner lady of her being like, I'm the only one who can't come. Dang.
Yeah.
Like with what you were saying earlier of, so he can come to the house still, but he's still,
Right.
But also it's like, I think with what she was saying to Lucy of, I guess, instilling this, like, you should be upset with your grandparents.
Yeah.
Maybe that's where the whole issue came from, is like, there are differences in the family. It hasn't been worked out for whatever reason. Maybe because it's like, it's tough to, the situation that you were talking about, I feel like that is like in a healthy relationship where they've moved on from stuff like that. And yeah, it's just, it doesn't even sound like they've really moved on from it. They just kind of, they didn't really address it. They like moved on in this story with OP, which is why the OP, like, not OP, the affair partner, Laura, 13 years later can still be really upset about the situation. Like, it has, like what you're saying, 13 years later, it still hasn't been resolved. I'm still not coming over.
Yeah.
Where that takes work from both sides to really work on that. And maybe that's where OP had the issue, was because she was saying, Laura was trying to tell Lucy, this is the reason why you don't have this.
Yeah.
But it's like, well, no, this is also your reason, which to some people makes sense.
And I do
But
actually agree with that. I don't think OP is really the asshole for like also basically laying the truth. Like, yes, they did this, but you also made a decision to do this. Like, it's not like all grandparents. You also made a decision that contributed to this.
Yeah.
Probably more so.
Yeah.
But you still, like, you're both in this, so don't like try to absolve yourself.
Yeah.
But I think there's a certain personality that is going to be that defensive 13 years later. Like, we ain't talking 13 years. I am blaming. I'm blaming the grandparents because I'm like, I'm not going to take accountability for that. I don't think it's the right thing.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm cool with the OP. Like, hey, chick, you did this.
Yeah. Because it's really muddy.
Yeah,
I can see a lot of different
very muddy
perspectives.
situation.
Personally, like having gone through something really similar too in my family. So it's just like,
and Lucy, she's younger, so it's not like it's something that, it's not a concept that can necessarily explain to a younger child.
Well, didn't she kind of get it, which is why there's like a rift?
Like, she's starting to catch on. Yeah.
I also think I am a big fan of the truth coming out.
me too.
Just for like,
wait.
Wait, what's about to happen?
Wait.
I'm also a fan of the truth.
for like kids' sake.
I don't like lies.
Did you feel that,
Yeah,
Sam?
I thought they were going to say something.
Oh no.
Sorry, I didn't mean to keep
God.
supposed to tell me
Mom
little.
and Dad are fighting again. No.
We're not fighting. Sorry, Brandon.
Guys, why don't y'all do this? It's
I'm
so hard for me to
sorry.
actually keep my thoughts.
Oh,
and now it's getting worse.
Oh.
Yeah, kids. Yeah, because, you know, just even in my personal family, there's been so many things, like growing up as a kid, I would like think of a certain family member a certain way, or, you know, and then to come find out later, like either they're like either really horrible or it was just a big misunderstanding that ended the family dynamic in that particular time frame. So it's like, I think it is pretty good that the truth comes out, and at least it gives her time to like grasp it and then actually work on what happened, rather than it just kind of be a thing that's in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially with like what you're saying of like sometimes our parents put a perspective on situations for better or for worse. And so, I mean, especially if you're going to be around somebody in the family who's like, that's not how that went. You're not going to color her glasses on that situation.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's easy for people to want to correct that.
Yeah.
Okay, so edit. Just to clarify, no, my dad's family didn't immediately forgive him. For a long time, they only invited him to things if he brought me during his custody time. But time heals most things. They all still think he's a prick, but honestly, I'm sure they thought that before. No, they haven't totally cut him out because we're just not that kind of family. But Laura was never a part to start with, so it's way easier to never make her acquaintance than to cut out your blood relative that you've known for 40 years. I think that's fairly obvious. 2, I'm not mad that Laura set the boundary she did, and I'm not mad my parents got divorced. I got mad that Laura set a totally fair boundary that my dad went along with, not saying he's blameless, but he's just not the one who's actively complaining, and then tried to pretend that the consequences of said boundary shouldn't have happened. If you don't want your kid around people who don't like you, understandable, why are you whining that they're not around your kid?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I don't like that beginning of that.
Or like her like little sass at the end is like, I thought that was obvious.
Yeah, that I didn't like that because I'm like, that's the problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, no one really liked my dad. We were like kind of over, like he sucks, but he still comes around.
I
But
feel
she's
like
not a part of it.
I feel like coming from family where there was like, you know, somebody who cheated and stuff, it is so easy to blame the affair partner fully and not really give the proper blame because of the fact that they were family for however long and they're in the family. And it's like, I'm pissed at you, but like you're here, you know? And I think it's just like a way to give somebody like, make somebody a scapegoat. Like it's a situation that
1,000%.
happened and it's horrible, which I think is kind of why I understand OP's perspective, but even like us having the discussion of like how the affair partner must have felt. And it's like her last part, your perspective is understandable. The grandparents' perspective is understandable. To eventually potentially have a better family, you guys probably should work it out for the sake of Lucy. But if you don't, like, I get where you guys are both coming from, and it just sucks. And I just wish you would just not try and color Lucy's glasses as you're explaining the situation. But you're also mad that they won't include you in the family.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like, I get it.
Because emotion definitely takes over in that situation. You're like, you're right. This person I've known for 40 years, I like have history with them. I love them. They did something bad that broke a family.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to put the true how I feel about what you did into words. So yes, you're going to be the scapegoat and you're going to take everything.
I've said this before, but like the person who cheated that's in your family, you have love and hate for them.
Yeah.
This is a fair partner, or you just have hate.
Hey, exclusive.
You don't even know them. All I
Yeah.
know is that I don't like you. All I know is that you broke up this marriage. Yeah, like the other party is just, you have love and you have so much relationship with them, and then they did this thing and it obviously hurts, but there's love and hate. And the other person is just, I don't like you. I have a negative experience with you. And it's easier to just blow that over compared to the person that you have mixed emotions towards.
For that to be your first experience with someone,
Yeah.
I don't know how you come back from that.
And I think maybe because I'm talking about this from like a logical like point of view, because I've never had some of my family like it be like this.
Yeah.
Because logically, every time I hear any of these situations, I'm like, I'm always going to be more pissed at the person in the person who had the family who did it.
Yeah.
I see the person who was the affair partner as like, they're not blameless, but it's 95% the other person's fault.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, if it's like society, but it just feels natural to just be pissed at that one person. Because you're totally right. Realistically, it should be, I'm upset at you mostly.
Yeah.
Because they weren't in a relationship at the time. They weren't married to whoever you were married to. But there's something in it where I don't know if it's just, you know, well, in this example, misogyny, where it's like the woman is the problem. I don't know. But it happens with most relationships,
would it
like
happen if
with
the
partners.
wife was in the same, if like the woman was in the situation? Is she also probably getting joined the family and the husband? Actually, that is interesting. Would a husband, a male affair partner, get treated the same as?
Because my experience is where the man cheated.
Yeah.
So it's like I can't even come from that perspective.
I wonder too if it's like, because I never. Well, there was one person in my family that did, but I don't know. But I wonder if it's like they become the mascot for what happened. Like they become the face of it, even though it's unfair to what you're saying. Like it's like we should be mad at the person that we have the closest relationship because we can hold them accountable to it. But they become the mascot of all the pain and grief that's about to happen because they're around. I wonder if that's what happens.
I think it has something to do with what Madi said, where it's like, you know that person, you care for that person. If I don't have any emotional ties to you, of course, like
it's on site.
It's on like I hate you. I don't want anything to do with you. You're a bad person. Like everything about you from this point on is completely staying.
Right.
And we're gonna have a very, very, very hard time coming back from that.
Yeah.
But because I have experiences with this other person, I know this other person, like more times than not, I've grown up with this person my entire life. Like, yeah, I'm going to be pissed at you, but like, I still love you.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a little bit harder as opposed to someone like,
I don't know you.
I don't know you. So yeah, I fucking hate you.
You don't even go here.
All there is hate, period. There is no other emotion.
Well, that's like human nature. It's like we have our people and then we have others, and others can do the same thing that your people are doing, but you see it different.
Yeah.
See it differently. Like zombie apocalypse, they're like, it's my people.
Yeah.
And I will do anything for these people, even if they're doing crazy stuff. But as soon as another group does something, you're like,
I'm pissed at them.
I'm pissed. They're evil.
They stole our food.
Yeah.
It's like, well, you stole our food first.
We killed them because they're not us.
Yeah.
Or like in The Last of Us, you killed our people as we were trying to like raid you guys.
Yeah.
And now we're pissed about that and we're hunting you down.
We're doing the same thing you're doing, but it's better because it's us doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're the enemy.
We're doing it for justice.
From our perspective, we did a good thing.
Yeah, you did it because you're selfish and you're evil people.
Mm-hmm.
Top comment. She brought it up in front of Lucy first. You just told the truth. Years of lies caught up with her, and now that Lucy's old enough to see through things, it hit harder. You didn't ruin anything. Her selfishness did. And then somebody else said, Laura is lucky you didn't explain why the grandparents want nothing to do with her in front of Lucy. Which I guess I don't know if they know that, if she knows about that, ending the marriage.
Was there another edit? You said there was 2 edits? I thought we did.
Those are the 2.
Oh, okay.
I read them, yeah. All right, next story. Okay, am I the asshole for reporting a coworker to HR after warning him multiple times? This one is about us.
Because I have been threatening to HR.
I've been getting your messages, but they go to me. So it's like, it kind of
Closed loop.
And
It really is.
Like 80% of the complaints are about her. She's just like,
well, I know. That's why I've been treating you. I haven't been trying to treat you differently, but it
Yeah.
makes me look at you differently.
Yeah, I feel like an energy shift. That's why we need a separate HR.
Am I the asshole for reporting a coworker to HR after warning him multiple times? I, 32 female, supervise a small creative team at a marketing agency. A few weeks ago, a new team member, Sam, 29 male, joined. He seemed skilled and enthusiastic, but struggled a bit with professional boundaries.
Oh, this is literally about Sam.
Oh my gosh. That's not good.
You're the faker.
To help him adjust, I invited him to lunches, offered mentorship, and I tried to make him feel welcome. Things were smooth until a few days into the project when Sam started making personal comments to one of our junior designers, Jess, 26 female. Compliments about her looks, jokes about being too pretty for spreadsheets, and asking if she was dating someone. I gave him a friendly reminder that comments like that can be inappropriate. He brushed it off with I'm just being nice, no harm. Over the next week, Jess became quieter and stopped coming to team lunches.
Oh, Jess.
She later told me privately that Sam's comments were making her uncomfortable and felt like they were escalating. I spoke to Sam again, more directly this time, and I asked him to keep things strictly professional. His response, "You're being too sensitive." Then came to the breaking point. Sam accidentally sent a message for Jess to our team Slack channel, asking her to hang out after work sometime with the smirk emoji. Jess looked horrified. I had to ask him to delete the message and apologize to Jess in front of the entire team. Later that day, Jess asked me to go to HR with her. I agreed. Sam is now under review, but he's upset and says I overreacted. A few coworkers think I could have handled it privately and that I tanked his chances. I genuinely tried to help him succeed. I gave him multiple warnings, but I also felt like I had the responsibility to protect my team's comfort, especially when someone explicitly told me they were uncomfortable. So, am I the asshole?
No. You warned him more than once. I mean, that's more than a courtesy.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it is kind of a compliment. I just want to defend, like, ugly people work on spreadsheets. So, like, she was kind of too pretty to be working on them.
What do you have to say
And I
for
think
yourself?
it's just a compliment. I don't know if that's weird.
So I think sometimes, like when it comes to a work environment, Sam,
Yeah.
and again, I don't mean to bring this out in front of everybody, but we're here.
Yeah.
We're here.
This is the HR meeting.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's just you thinking that you're complimenting people all the time. It's just not needed. It can make people
I
uncomfortable.
thought it's
Even
good to like have
Right.
no, Sam.
camaraderie
Even
in
if you
the
think you're
work.
being nice,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it makes her uncomfortable. She doesn't like you like that.
So I should say she's ugly?
You don't need to be mean to
How about
somebody.
we
Don't
just
say
stop
anything at all.
talking to her? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But I like to bring joy to the office. That's my
Right.
Hello is
That's
joyful.
my vibe. Yeah, hello. You're freaking hot. You're stacked.
You know, you can bring
Stacked.
Which one's
Wow.
better? Hey, is this better? Hello. Or hi, mama. You stacked 28, 32, 45.
First of
That's
all-
mine.
Bees on it.
First of all, I think it's weird that you say hi to your mom, who also works in HR.
Yeah.
You don't need to say hi, mama, to her every single time. It's really weird. We don't need to know about that relationship. Also,
Okay.
the fact that you're hitting on another woman and calling her mama, I think there's something there.
There is something there. Yeah.
Because you said hi, mama, twice in that interaction.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
one was to your mother.
Yeah.
And
'Cause my mom is stacked too. And y'all know. Don't lie and say my mom ain't stacked.
so the issue here is that behavior
But
is
then
not
you had
needed.
a problem with me saying you had a fat ass.
I think it was
It came from somewhere, didn't it?
I think it was very inappropriate that you
Should we
would-
say you have a stacked ass? Is that more appropriate
It's
for you?
stacked ass better.
No, that's also inappropriate. I don't like when you say those words.
Okay, so
me saying my thing, that's a compliment. Yours
You got a
was
double cheek burger
derogatory
in the back.
double cheeked up.
Double cheek burger to be exact.
See, you guys
Double
are making me
cheek
feel
burger.
uncomfy.
The yams.
See, this is how Jess feels.
Wait, can I go to HR about
No,
her
no.
then?
This is
'Cause-
how Jess feels.
That's how Jess feels.
Right?
Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, the way I'm feeling now is how Jess feels?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why Jess has been quieter. She hasn't talked to you anymore.
And hasn't been coming to lunch.
Oh my god.
That's actually completely your fault.
That's
And
It's
I tried to
literally-
warn
it's
you multiple times.
Single-handedly, your
Oh.
fault. Yeah.
and You're just making someone very uncomfortable. So you need to take your double cheeseburger ass somewhere else.
wait, you're the head of HR. You told me that to me?
Yeah.
Who's gonna check HR? No one
Yeah.
checks
It
HR.
comes to us. It's full circle, as they say.
Oh my god.
It starts and stops in HR.
This sucks.
We put you through what you put everybody else through. And then
Exactly.
we give you the boot. Double
Period.
cheek
You
Point
will
up.
be treated as you treat others.
Okay, that actually
so every
makes-
single time you harass
makes
Jess,
sense.
we will harass you. But
Fat
3
ass.
times.
Well, that one was different.
That was like, I will say that was a little bit of a bully. Just
Yeah,
when
that,
you
was,
said it.
that was different.
It wasn't like admiration, like,
Yeah.
dang, you got a fat ass. It's fat ass.
because I
It
was
was a little bit
uncomfortable,
different
but I
for
did
me.
feel complimented. But then when you just said fat ass, that was different for me.
Because I will say again, full circle, this doesn't leave this room. But if we could take it to the other side of the circle, how'd you feel about her saying that to
Yeah,
him?
it was also very.
Okay.
Well,
It was a
Okay.
little much. Okay, if we're playing this good cop, bad cop, you gotta like tone it down just a little bit.
I'll tone it down, I guess.
Because it sounds like you don't like Sam specifically. Do you
Okay.
know Jess? You must know Jess.
Well, no, wait, hold on, no, because
Okay, okay, we don't gotta bring it over
no,
here.
I
We
think
don't
we
have
do.
to bring it over
No,
here.
let her
Fat
cook.
ass?
Because
I've been watching my weight, and I know I've expanded a little bit, but
I'm talking.
okay.
Whoa.
Okay. Wow, this sucks.
Let her cook because we also heard that it was getting progressively worse.
How? Yeah, like I was
You were
showing
saying
more
more
of my
things.
care,
There was
more
something
of my
deleted in the
love.
Slack group chat.
Yeah, I asked her out. Sue me. I don't know how to use direct messaging. Okay,
All right,
my
well,
bad.
can you ask him out in the way that he asked Jess out, please?
I think she should do the honors.
No,
She's gonna
Can
call
you
me a
ask him
fat
out?
ass
no.
again.
Okay. Well, let me just make the little note that when I when I was saying fat ass,
Don't
it
change your tone because that wasn't the tone when you said you're trying to switch it up.
For me, it's SJ. It's still the look.
Yeah.
When you said fat ass.
Yeah.
Your tone might have
You can't
changed a
hide
little
the
bit.
disdain
when
in
I
you.
was
In the
saying that.
eyes.
Actually, when I said that, I was saying it with a PHAT.
Oh.
Changes things.
So go out to
doesn't
dinner
it?
with me. I think that's what she said.
Wait, do we have something here? Because I'm like,
Thick booty boy.
is there something happening? Because I'll
Hey.
ditch Jess.
Please. Yeah, there's
We
definitely.
actually do need you to ditch Jess.
Yeah.
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 Immediately.
If me and you are a thing.
That's not how that works. If SJ wants to go out with you, that's totally fine. That's totally
But
cool
you do
because you're
that in a
smirking a little
And
bit.
I agree with
way.
that. I don't want to like force anyone to do anything. So if we're
Right.
not a thing,
But you do that in a
I'm going
respectful
back to
way
Jess.
off of company
Off
time.
campus.
Off
Off
of company
campus.
that's why I
time.
try to ask her out to go
You were not
Or
outside.
getting
else
paid.
your fat ass is grass.
Oh my gosh! I didn't know I was coming into a bullying session.
What do you think HR is?
Everyone just horribly
That
bullied.
ass is grass, and I'm gonna mow it.
That fat ass.
Oh, you too?
All right, HR has the power to fire Sam. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Let's have it be. Okay, I'm apologize to you, Sam.
Yeah, please.
Okay.
I'm crying.
Let's just have it go both ways. And I'm sorry about that. I didn't mean to
Yeah,
laugh in your
okay.
face in that moment.
It rolls off the tongue, don't it?
The way you said it, and then she clapped for it, and then he did finger guns. This sucks. This is the worst experience of my life.
Boom, baby. Just like that ass.
And scene.
Oh,
Anyway, I think you got the response from the act out. You guys got it. You get where we're coming from.
It's
Sam's in the wrong.
Yeah, it's just another one of those stories where it's usually like family members who are like, "You should have gave him another chance." I'm like, what are you talking about? I warned him several times.
Yeah.
Now he has to get the consequence of his actions.
Yeah, he got multiple professional warnings. How many times does she have to say she's uncomfortable for him to be like, wait, she
Right.
didn't like that?
If
Wait, she
someone
seriously
says
didn't
I'm
like that?
uncomfortable,
Yeah.
come on. At work?
How do you not get embarrassed as a person and like stop?
And I also
How do you
understand.
not?
I also understand like you should communicate with people. Like, don't expect them to like read your emotions.
Right.
But if you're like hitting on somebody, you can kind of tell if they like it or not.
You can 100. Yes, and it's so easy to tell.
Top comment, not the asshole. You warned him multiple times, and from what I gather, this is company policy at your workplace anyway. Time to face consequences for his actions.
Yep.
And OP says, thanks, this is exactly what I struggle with. I gave him multiple chances, but when someone keeps crossing boundaries and dismisses feedback, it stops being a misunderstanding. I had to prioritize the team's comfort at that point. Am I the asshole for telling my sister that her lack of personal hygiene is the real reason no job will hire her and not sexism?
It's that bad.
No, stinky people gotta know.
They
you have
do.
to tell them.
They do.
Yeah.
It's a hard conversation to have, but
Yeah.
oh my god, I don't enjoy working with a stinky person. It gives you a headache after a while.
Yeah. I don't think I've been around that stinky of a person.
Gives you a
I will say sometimes, like when you walk past, like when I was in high school and somebody would walk past and there'd be a waft, you're like,
That walk by air.
that walk by air is crazy.
Man.
I hate bad walk by air. I hate bad walk by air. But like when you work directly, like I was training someone, the BO was crazy by noon. I had the worst headache of my life from just inhaling those fumes.
Have you guys ever realized that you're the person with the stink?
Yes. And I'm
Yeah.
so like inward. I'm so like away from people. I'm like,
There was one time I was at the gym freely lifting, and this was years ago, obviously, because I'm at the gym, but freely lifting, I was like, something stinks. And I'm like, I think I like, my arm like went over my body once. I was like this, and I was like, and then I was like, I'm the person who
Yeah.
stinks.
And it's always horrifying.
And I left immediately.
Yeah.
You
Because
have
I'm
to.
like, you know how many people I've walked by confidently and I probably stink up this room? I was like, I have to get out of here.
You're like,
It's the worst realization. It
Yeah.
really is.
Yeah.
And don't let me find out in public, dude. Literally, my arms aren't moving past
They're
this.
not. Hey.
It's a real small.
Yeah.
This is like an apple
I
presenter
take my apples rotten right
where
to the
it just
core.
stays right here and that's it.
I actually started carrying spare deodorant.
Yeah.
I have a car deodorant.
Yeah.
Am I the asshole for telling my sister that her lack of personal hygiene is the real reason no job will hire her and not sexism? This concerns my sister Lily, who's graduating soon. Our parents taught us the importance of personal hygiene and keeping yourself presentable. But I guess Lily fell off the wagon while dorming in college because it feels like she dropped everything to do with personal hygiene since moving back home. It's easier to explain with a list of things she isn't taking care of. Hair, very oily / greasy, and always tangled from the lack of wash and brushing. Skin, also very oily and greasy from no wash. Nails, never trimmed, so they're long and yellow from grime. Clothes themselves are nice, but she leaves them sloppy and wrinkled. Body, she showers once a week tops. I'm not sensitive to smell, but my sister reeks, and honestly, it makes me gag sometimes. Lily's upset because she says she can't get an in-person job in her field and she wants to give up. Our parents have tried telling her that presentability and hygiene is as important as the credentials when getting jobs, but my sister won't listen. Lily has a rocky relationship with our family, so she takes it as a personal attack rather than them trying to help.
Yeah.
Lily is now blaming sexism and saying men are all just intimidated by a competent woman, and that's the sole reason why she hasn't gotten a job. If she wants to lie to herself, it's her life. Whatever. What I can't stand is her trying to make it my problem and expect validation from me. Lily just did a bunch of interviews, but they all went cold after and none panned out into jobs. She was venting to me last week about how companies in this field are all boys clubs and quick to shoot down a woman they know is intellectually above them. I was basically just like, good for you. Can I please finish my session in peace now? Lily got defensive and said she's just warning me, and then doubled down saying most men are selfish and I should save myself the headache now. She was saying this with my male friends on the phone call. I had enough and I told Lily that her lack of personal hygiene is the real reason no job will hire her. So stop blaming others and think for 2 seconds. If you were a company owner who needs to impress investors to keep your own family afloat, would you want to be represented by someone who looks and smells like a homeless person or someone who is presentable and takes care of themselves? We got into an argument and Lily is now either giving me one-word answers or not saying anything to me at all. I'll be honest that we argue a lot, but Lily normally would have gotten over it by now. Did I do the right thing giving Lily a dose of reality, or did I fuck up here? Am I the asshole? I think when I first read this, I do think Lily blaming her reason for blaming it isn't right, but I also am like, I think there's something wrong with Lily right now.
Maybe she's depressed.
That's what I think, because I'm like, since when are you dropping stuff like I'm surprised that they don't see that though, you know? Because I'm like, I would see all of those things that they just described and I'm like, are you okay?
Yeah.
You know, you're in school, you've been separated from us for a while, now you're coming back and you've completely stopped taking care of yourself.
Right.
My thing isn't, okay, I mean, I don't think it's that issue, and I don't think it's wrong for OP to say I don't think it's that. But also, I'm not going to be like, it's completely your hygiene. And I'm like, there's something behind the hygiene.
Right.
For me personally. And I think it is depression.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That's what I think. When I think of like someone going off to college and like completely dropping all of self-care, I think there might be some depression sprinkled in there.
You didn't like learn from college like I'm a free bird and I
Nobody
just don't
goes
clean.
to college and completely drops their self-care routine. But not even like self-care, but like the bare bones.
Yeah.
Brushing your hair, taking a shower, brushing your
I
teeth.
feel like some people do.
I also
Maybe not
You
brushing
think?
their hair and stuff. Like, yeah.
The general majority.
Not the general majority, no. But I think there was a couple people who were like, yeah, I'm not brushing my hair anymore. I'm done with the rules of society.
but they're not doing everything that Lily's
Right.
doing.
Yeah.
And even I think a big sign for me too, besides all of the things that she's not taking care of anymore, is the fact that she's talking about how it's too hard and she's really ready to give up already. I'm like, I feel like she was already leaning towards being depressed and defeated about getting a job and stuff. And yeah, I do think it's not fair for her to say that this is what's going on. I'd be like, Lily, I don't think that's what's going on. I don't think that's what's going on either. Listen, you could be an intellectual woman and this, and this, but I also think there might be something you're going through.
Yeah.
And these things you think it's a little too much to take care of right now. And I think that's pointing towards something, Lily. And so when you go show up for things, you might not realize it, but you're not doing things to take care of yourself anymore. And people notice that and they don't want to necessarily hire you. And it's not because it's a man's world, and because like Sadia was saying, Sadia was not into some of this stuff.
What I think if SJ was there, she's like, no, it is the man. She's holding her nose. She's like, girl, it's the man.
You're onto something.
Lily, I think you're right. Because I'm like, I can get where you think some of that is, but I'm like, I don't think in this example, Lily, that's what's holding you back. Yeah. And I think you're going through something. There's something happening. And I just kind of wish that even if like OP were to read this comment and look back and be like, maybe I should check in on my sister. Because it's so easy to be simply like, stupid, I don't want to hear about this. Leave me alone. But it's maybe even ask your parents. Like at that point, like, I think there's something wrong with my sister. And I think there's a bigger attention to,
That's so good, Maddie, because literally as someone who's gone through depression, have been in situations like this where I'm like, I'm not taking care of myself. I'm dropping hygiene. I'm not doing anything. When I heard the story, I'm like completely reaction. I'm like, yeah, it's you because you stink. That's why you're not like, I'm not thinking of the root cause behind it. You're like, yeah, it probably is definitely a better approach to be like, are you okay? Is there something I can do to help you instead of, but also, you're the sibling who's just mad at hearing your sister go on and on. It's hard to like come from that perspective to be like, dang, she probably is. This is a cry for help right now. But that is what she needs because, you don't just immediately change like that and overnight, and there's nothing that didn't start that.
Yeah. Also,
I was going to say, I wonder though, like, because in theory, all this is good. Like what you said is good. But I'm also wondering if they're just not that type of family. Because I'm going to be honest. If my sister went through this, the second she came home and I saw that something was not right, like, her hygiene habits, I would have clocked it on the second day. Because it's like the first day I get it. We're moving back. It's whatever, You're going to be hot and sweaty from moving all those boxes. Second day, I'm like, okay, at least would have showered by now. If it wasn't last night, she would have showered by now. Okay, what's going on? I would have clocked it the second day she came back. So, and we would have talked about it. So I'm wondering too if they're just not that type of person to confront until they're confronted by the other party.
Because I wonder if like they even know what the signs of mental illness or like going through something mentally. Because for me, even like until I really saw it in myself, I don't know if I would be able to be like, oh, you not taking care of yourself is a sign of you being something going on with you mentally where you're not feeling well or you're not happy. I didn't necessarily know that. So I'm like, I don't want to say that maybe they didn't see the signs because maybe they
just
didn't know what the signs were, and they're just like, my sister freaking stinks, dude.
Or
and
even
like, I don't know what it is.
It could be a thing where maybe they did see the signs, and maybe it was a thing like, okay, surely it'll get better by now. Surely it'll get better by now. It'll be fine. It'll get better. And I think that like in some situations, you kind of, I've seen like other people who have gone through depression, and it's like, you get kind of put in a hard spot because it's like, when do you intervene? When do you say something? When is it time to say something? And I think you can get to a point where you're like, okay, I see that they're going through this. Let me give them some time to see if they can kind of work themselves out, get themselves out of it. Where you get to like, okay, man, I'll check back in a week, or I'll check back, whatever. Where you can just perpetually yeah, it'll get better eventually type.
Because even like if there's ways that OP could help make the task in their sister's mind easier, like, because I know that, you know, I've had a friend who struggled with, I think probably some type of mental illness, and their house reflected that. And I remember me and Brandon were like, we can't obviously help you with what you're going on mentally, but we want to know that you have a clean space in your head and just help you, because it probably feels like it's like a big task to look at where you're living and being like, there's so much to do.
Yeah.
So we were like, let's help clean it up a little bit so that you at least have a place to come home to start making that task easier of, you know, figuring out what's happening or just making your life easier. And I don't know, maybe there's ways that they could do that too, of helping OP in that way.
But hopefully the person's receptive to it, because I was in that situation where my house was like messy and it was crazy. And my friend came in and was like, I feel like uncomfortable being at your house because it's so dirty and I would like to help you like clean it. And I was like, well, if you don't want to be in a dirty space, then leave then. You don't have to be here. Like I was very defensive. I was like, I lashed out and attacked. And I did have to apologize to him later because I was like, I'm like, I was so low. I was just like used to being in this environment and someone shedding light on it. I'm like, I'm embarrassed. I don't want to do anything. So I'm like, well, screw you then. So I'm like, you don't even know where the person at is, and you're like, you're gonna shoot the messenger depending on where they are in that. Like it takes a very special touch to do it sometimes.
Yeah, I think for ours, it was like a idea that we brought to the table of like, if you ever need help, we can help you out. And that was really it. And then it was slow process before it was finally like, yeah, let's set a date. Let's just do it. And they're like, okay. And yeah, thankfully, I will say though, there probably was some type of, I don't know what the word is, but the fact that they were willing to do that, that's probably something that's really hard to do, to like let them in your home and be like, you can see my mess because I know you're gonna help me clean it. I know you're not gonna judge me.
Right.
So top comment, not the asshole, but I would be concerned about why Lily has let herself get to that point. Speaking from experience, keeping up with personal hygiene was really difficult when I was struggling with depression, but I still made an effort to look presentable when I had to go out. I don't know if that's what your sister's going through, but it might be worth looking into. That said, she also needs to learn how to self-reflect and hold herself accountable instead of blaming other people for her failures and projecting her personal experiences onto you. You did the right thing by pointing it out to her. Hopefully, it will serve as a wake-up call. And then, hopefully this isn't it, but people go in the comments, they're like, this is where my mind went to. Depression or an incident triggered the change in habits. And somebody else said, I'm leaning towards incident. The verbal aggression towards men and lack of hygiene could both be because she was harassed or assaulted. She may be purposely making herself unattractive so that she feels safe, like she won't be targeted. She needs therapy to get to the bottom of whatever's going on here. And I hope that's not it. But if either way, I think in general, probably therapy would help. Because, I don't know, maybe she doesn't even realize what's happening. Because I remember I was having like a discussion like that before with my therapist. And I was like, I don't think I deal with depression. She was like, well, do you do this? And I was like, that's been really hard for me to do lately. I'm kind of embarrassed to say that, but I've been pushing that off. But I think I'm just busy. I just can't get around to it. She's like, okay, well, do you do this? I'm like, I do that sometimes. I mean, we all do it sometimes, right? She's like, okay, do you do this? And I was like, yes, I think I
every day.
And I will say, ever since she pointed out those things to me, I've been putting in more of an effort to be like, I will do this. I'm not going to feel like this is too much. And I do it because I'm like, I don't want to, if she ever asks me again, me being like, no. I don't.
I think that's exactly how I was in therapy. It was literally her listing off things, and I'm like,
I was like, oh.
Before I was like, oh, that's just the mode I get in every now and again. I'm like, it just happened. It's like, that's my personality.
So you struggle with depression.
Yeah, like,
I know. I was like, I didn't know depression looked like that. I was like, oh.
And you like hearing it come out, because I think growing up, you're like, especially being black, they're like, you're depressed?
Yeah.
You're a crazy person.
Depressed them dishes in the damn kitchen.
You're depressed. You're depressed.
That was too quick for you, Sadia. Somebody told her that for sure.
Why do you think that was quick?
That was real
The
experience.
custom dishes is
Somebody.
that's traumatizing. That's so funny though.
All you can do is laugh sometimes.
That's all you can do, man.
Depressed. Depressed? Holy Spirit!
Not my kid. Not my kid. Not my
The
child.
oil at 3 a.m.
Yeah. Oh my God. You
You just like.
wake up. Sit it in the bullshit.
Mom?
Not the tongues.
Look over the clock. It's 3 o'clock.
The way I would jump out of my freaking seat if like I realize somebody's over me, even if they're trying to pray over me. I'm like,
It
You know?
is shocking. It's startling.
you're like, and I didn't go back to sleep for a few
but
hours.
then you get like used to it, and it's
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Hearing the
Has
someone
anyone ever
speaking in
oiled
tongues
you, like,
in
in
the
the
dark
middle
is
of
the
the night?
scariest thing.
Did you guys get
That's it.
oiled?
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
oiled.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like speaking. I'm like, turn the light on. You can't speak
I
in
know,
tongues
please.
and it be dark.
I
I'm
need
like,
to be able to see
this
some.
is the
Just
mo-
went-
I'm scared.
And that's what it is. It's whispers, and it's like,
I've always
what
been
it
a,
is.
Oh, and they get it. Oh. Just want to go to bed.
my mom would always creep too. Like I was a light sleep. I was so light sleeper. I could feel when someone walks in the room.
Yeah.
And I would just hear over just walking over. We're like,
I'm like, this can't wait till morning.
just lit, and it's just always the craziest hours, like that 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. That's prime time.
So thanks guys for joining us for
Thanks,
another episode of the
guys.
Comfort Level Podcast. We're at about 3 hours and 36 minutes in,
And
so it'll be
5%.
interesting to see what we cut out.
What Maddie gets out of this?
He started at 19, I think,
Yeah, he just started 19.
and he's at 5%. So we got to do Patreon.
Right on time.
Don't worry, you guys are getting the last of the juice.
clock it.
So we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Just hit the like and subscribe.
like.
Just for that.
Subscribe.